Good morning, dear students. Today we will study chapter 11 of our first class textbook. Chapter name is the proposal. In this chapter, we will study about the three main characters. That is Stepan Stepanovich Chubukov is a landowner. Natalia Stepanovna, she is a daughter of Chubukov. She is 25 years old. Then the next is Ivan Vasilyevich Lomov. He is a neighbor of Chubukov, a large and hardy but very suspicious landowner. A drawing room in the Chubukov's house, Lomov enters, wearing a dress jacket and white gloves. Chubukov rises to meet him. So, Lomov came to Chubukov's house and Chubukov welcomed the Lomov. Chubukov, my dear fellow, is my dear friend. Whom do I see? Ivan Vasilyevich. I am extremely glad. Now, this is a surprise, my darling. How are you? Lomov, thank you. And how may you be getting on? Chubukov, we just get along somehow, my angel. Thanks to your prayers and so on. Sit down, please do. Now you know you should not forget all about your neighbors. My darling, my dear fellow, why you are so formal in your getup? Evening dress, gloves and so on. Can you be going anywhere, my treasure? So as the Lomov came to Chubukov's house, the first Chubukov welcomed him. Later then he was asking about his dress, that why he had worn his evening dress. Are you going there? Then Lomov replied, no, I have come only to see you. Honor Stepan Stepanovich. Then Lomov replied that no, only I have come to see you. Chubukov, then why you are in evening dress, my precious? As if you are paying a New Year's Eve visit? Lomov, well you see it's like this. I have come to you, Honor Stepan Stepanovich, to trouble you with a request. Not once or twice have I already had the privilege of applying to you for help, and you have always so to speak. I must ask your pardon. I am getting excited. I shall drink some water, Honor Stepan Stepanovich. Later then, he was telling to Chubukov that I have come here for important work, but I am feeling very strange. So first I will drink some water. Chubukov, he has come aside means internally he started to think like that. Sure, he has come to borrow money. Aside, he has come to borrow money. This sentence he was not speaking loud. Silently, internally he was thinking that sure he had come to borrow money. Then loudly he was speaking. Then internally also he is thinking that shall not give him. If he will ask to borrow some money, I will not give him any money. Then aloud, then loudly he is saying, what is it my duty? Lomov, you see, Honor Stepanovich, I beg pardon, Stepan Honorich. I mean, I am awfully excited. As you will please notice, in short, you alone can help me though I don't deserve it. Of course, and have not any right to count on your assistance. Then he started to talk to Chubukov that how I speak, actually I had come for a vision, but how I say I feel very strange. So, Chubukov, oh, don't go round and round. Darling, spit it out. Well, then Chubukov saying to Lomov that don't go round and round. It means tell me directly. Don't round and round speak to me. It means directly. सीधा ये मुझे बता. Spit out means जो भी कहना चाहते हो clearly कह दो. Lomov, one moment. This is very minute. The fact is I have come to ask the hand of your daughter, Natalia Stepanovna, in marriage. Then he replied that I have come because I want to marry with your daughter Natalia. Chubukov joyfully, and Chubukov became very happy. By Jove means कसम से. Ivan Vasilyevich, say it again. I didn't hear it all. Then he replied that I have not heard what you are speaking to me. Just repeat. Lomov, I have the honor to ask. Then Chubukov interrupting me, stopped when Lomov was speaking. बीच में ही उसे टोक दिया, interrupting. My dear fellow, my dear friend, I am so glad and so on. Yes, indeed, and all that sort of thing. embrace and kisses Lomo. Well, later then Chubuko hugged and kissed Lomo. I have been hoping for it for a long time. It's been my continued desire, and I have always loved you, my angel, as if you were my own son. May God give you both His help and His love and so on, and so much hope. What am I behaving in this idiotic way for? I am off my balance with joy. Absolutely off my balance. Oh, with all my soul, I'll go and call Natasha and all that. So Chubukov, he became very happy. Then he replied that I am so glad. Actually, he lost his control also. He became very happy and now he was not able to speak with a Lomo. Then he is saying that earlier also I was thinking like that, but I didn't say anything to you. But now you are agreed, then I am very thankful to God and I am very thankful to you also. Lomo, honored Stepanovich, do you think I may count on her consent? That can I think like that you agree for this agreement? Chubuko, why of course my darling, and as if she won't consent, she is in love. Then he replied that of course my daughter also loves you. Agate means Kasam se. She is like a lovesick cat and so on. Shan't be long. Lomo, it's cold, I am trembling. Means because of the coldness my body is shaking all over, just as if I would got an examination before me. Then he is saying to Chubukov that I am thinking like that as I entered in your house for this proposal, I am thinking that it is my exam. The great thing is I must have my mind made up. If I give myself time to think, to hesitate, to talk a lot, and I was feeling very hesitant when I have come to your house, to talk to a lot, to look for an ideal or for real love, then I will never get married. But it's cold. Natalia Stepanovna is an excellent housekeeper, not bad looking, well educated. What more do I want? But I am getting a noise in my ears from excitement, and it's impossible for me not to marry. In the first place, I am already 35, a critical age, so to speak. In the second place, I ought to lead a quiet and regular life. I suffer from palpitations. So now in this stanza, he is saying to Chubukov that why I am interested to marry with your daughter, because she is a excellent housekeeper, not bad looking also, she is a well educated, and I am already 35 years old. I suffer from palpitation. Palpitation means rapid or a fast pulsation, speed of heartbeats. I am excitable and always getting awfully upset. At this very moment, my lips are trembling and there is a twitch in my right eyebrow. But the very worst of all is the way I sleep. I no sooner get into bed and begin to go off when suddenly something in my left side gives a pull, and I can feel it in my shoulder and head. I jump up like a lunatic. Lunatic means fool, and I was jumping just like a fool person, a fool people. Walk about a bit and lie down again. But as soon as I begin to get off to sleep, there is another pull, and this may happen 20 times. And now he is saying that when I sleep that time also sometimes I jump, and it's not one time, 20 times it happens with me. Natalia, well, there it's you. And Papa said, go, there is a merchant come for these goods. How do you do, Ivan Vasilovich? So the same moment Natalia entered into that dining room. Lomo, how do you do, honored Natalia Stepanovna? Natalia, you must excuse my apron and negligee. Negligee means thin and light gown, because Natalia was in her long gown. That was a very thin and very light weight. You are shelling peas for drying. Why have not you been here for such a long time? Sit down. Won't you have some lunch? Lomo, no thank you. I have had some already. Then Natalia was asking for lunch. Then he saying that I have had already. Natalia, then smoke. Here are the matches. Then she offers smoke. The weather is splendid now. Now the weather is very awesome, very nice, very outstanding, very fabulous. But yesterday it was so wet that the workmen didn't do anything all day. How much have you slept? Just think, I felt giddy and had a whole field cut, and now I am not at all pleased about it because I am afraid my hair may roll. I ought to have waited a bit, but what's this? Why you are in evening dress? Well, I never. Are you going to a ball or what? Though I must say you look better. Then she is saying that why you are in evening dress? Are you going for a ball, Miss Party? Tell me why you are got up like that. Then Lomo excited. You see, honored Natalia stepped Nona. The fact is, I have made up my mind to ask you to hear me out. Of course, you will be surprised and perhaps even angry. But it's awfully cold. Awfully means terrible. Natalia, what's the matter? Well, Lomo, I shall try to be brief. You must know, honored Natalia stepped Nona, that I have longed since my childhood. In fact, had the privilege of knowing your family, my late aunt and her husband, from whom, as you know, I inherited my land. Always had the greatest respect for your father and your late mother. The Lomo and the Chubucos have always had the most friendly and I might almost say the most affectionate regard for each other. And as you know, my land is a near neighbor of yours. You will remember that my oxen meadows touch your virtues. Then he replied that because directly he didn't speak with Natalia. So he was just speaking like that. As you know, we both are from childhood friend, and you know your family and my family both have just like a friendly relation. And my oxen meadows just near of your meadows. But Natalia, excuse me interrupting you. Then she is saying that I am stopping your words. You say my oxen meadows, but are they yours? Then she is saying that your oxen meadows, it means. Then Lomo, yes, mine. Natalia, what are you talking about? Oxen meadows are ours, not yours. Lomo, no, mine. Honor Natalia stepped Lona. Then she is saying that Natalia is saying to Lomo that these oxen meadows not yours, these are ours. Then he replied that no, it's mine. Natalia, well, I never knew that before. How do you make that out? Lomo, how? I am speaking of those oxen meadows which are waist in between your birchwoods and the burnt marsh. Marsh means swampy land. In Hindi we can say daldal. Natalia, yes, they are ours. Lomo, no, you are mistaken, honor Natalia stepped Lona. They are mine, Natalia. Just think, Ivan Vasilievich, how long have they been yours? Lomo, how long? As long as I can remember. Then Natalia is saying that, how long you have these oxen meadows? Because earlier they were ours, but we have given to you. But he denied. Lomo denied it from long time. They are ours only. Mine only, Lomo. How long as can I remember? Natalia, really? You won't get me to believe that? Lomo, but you can see from the documents, honored Natalia stepped Lona. Oxen meadows, it's true, were once the subject of dispute. Then he is saying that of course, this is the subject of our dispute. But now everybody knows that they are mine. There is nothing to argue about. But he is saying that maybe earlier there was a confusion, but now you know these oxen meadows are mine only. Why you are arguing about this? You see, my aunt's grandmother gave the free use of these meadows in perpetuity to the peasants of your father's grandfather, in return for which they were to make bricks for her. The peasants belonging to your father's grandfather had the free use of the meadows for 40 years and had got into the habit of regarding them as their own. When it happened that Natalia, no, it's not at all like that. Both grandfather and great-grandfather reckoned that their land extended to burnt marsh, which means that oxen meadows were ours. I don't see what there is to argue about. It's simply silly. So she is saying that why you are arguing about these were ours only and we have given to you. 300 years. And then we are suddenly told that it is not ours, Ivan Vasilievich. I can hardly believe my own ears. These meadows are not worth much to me. They only come to 5 dessiatins and are worth perhaps 300 rubles. But I cannot stand on fairness. Say what you will, I cannot stand on fairness. But Natalia is saying that why you are arguing for this, these were ours and they only come to 5 and the area of these meadows of a dessiatins means 1 dessiatin is equal to 1.7 acre. So the 5 dessiatins means 5 multiplied by 2.7, so it's equal to 13.5 acres. Lomo, hear me out, I implore you. Then he is saying that please listen to me, hear me out. First you listen to me, what I am saying to you, I implore you. Implore means request. I request to you, the peasants of your father's grandfather, as I have already had the honor of explaining to you, used to bake bricks for my aunt's grandmother. Now, my aunt's grandmother wishing to make them a peasant. Natalia, I cannot make head or tail all these about aunts and grandfathers and grandmothers. The meadows are ours, that's all. Then the Natalia is saying, I don't want to talk about this. I know these meadows are mine only, ours only. No, mine. Natalia, ours. You can go on proving it for 2 days on end. You can go and put on 15 dress jackets, but I tell you, they are ours. I don't want anything of yours and I don't want to give anything of mine. So there. Lomo. Natalia stepped on. I don't want the meadows, but I am acting on principle. If you like, I will make you a present of them. Natalia, I can make you a present of them myself because they are mine. Your behavior, Ivan Vasilievich, is strange to say the least. Up to this, we have always thought of you as a good neighbor, a friend. Last year, we lent you our threshing machine. Although on that account, we had to put off our own threshing till November. But you behaved to us as if we were gypsies, giving me my own land. Indeed. No, really, that's not at all neighborly. In my opinion, it's even impudent. If you want to know. Now she is saying that earlier I was thinking you are a good neighbor. So we have given our threshing machine to you. But now I understand you are not a good neighbor. Lomo, then you make out that I am a land grabber. Then what you are thinking, I am a land grabber, it means I have taken your land? Madam, never in my life have I grabbed anybody else's land. And I shan't allow anybody to excuse me of having done so. Then he is saying that, madam, I have never grabbed anyone else's land. I have not taken anyone else's land. Oxen meadows are mine. Natalia, it's not true. They are ours. Lomo, mine. Natalia, it's not true. I will prove it. Then she is saying that I have all the documents also. I will show you and I will prove. I will send my moors out to the meadows this very day. Lomo, what? Natalia, my moors will be there this very day. Lomo, I will give it to them in the rain. Natalia, you dare? Lomo, oxen meadows are mine. You understand? Mine. Natalia, please don't shout. You can shout yourself, horse in your own house. But here I must ask you to restrain yourself. Lomo, if it was not, madam, for this awfully excruciating palpitation, if my whole inside was not upset, I would talk to you in a different way. Oxen meadows are mine. Then he is saying that, Lomo saying that no need to tell me like this, that don't shout. It's very terrible. So my palpitation means my heartbeat moving very fastly. So don't shout on me. My whole inside was not upset. Then Natalia, ours, Lomo, mine. Natalia, ours, Lomo, mine. Chubuko, what's the matter? What are you shouting for? Natalia, Papa, please tell this gentleman who owns Oxen meadows. We or he, Lomo. Darling, the meadows are ours. Then Chubuko replied that you also know na Natalia, no need to ask about this, that these oxen meadows are ours. So till this page number 149 we have studied, and from page number 150 to the last page we will study in the next class. Thank you for watching the video.